What was your name again?
Savannah.
Savannah. To Brian's point, look, you're a beautiful woman. You're intelligent. I think you're well-spoken.
Thank you.
You're welcome. To Brian's point, I haven't seen your social media. It sounds like is there an abundance of bikini pics?
Yes.
Here, we'll pull it up just for...
Okay.
I'm proud of my body. Like,
Scroll
there's
down
nothing. The thing is that everybody associates nudity to sexuality, and to me,
Lord have mercy.
it's not the same.
We must stay focused, brothers.
And if you're lusting over me, that is your sin.
This I completely disagree with. Hold on one second. Okay, so Brian, what was her statement about finding it difficult to find?
Most people don't date for marriage anymore. It's extremely hard to find a traditional wife-husband who wants to raise their children under biblical values.
Okay, so
how do you reconcile that
I'm
statement?
saying this with all due respect. I genuinely respect you.
Thank you.
As a traditional Christian man who wants a traditional Christian wife, to be quite frank, if I saw your Instagram page, immediately I would write you off as a non-traditional, non-Christian woman. I would assume that you weren't Christian. When I see a woman's Instagram page and I see bikini pictures all over the place, showing off the booty, all that kind of stuff, I'm like, yo, this is the exact opposite of modesty. And I'm not interested in that. And I would argue that you are probably making it much more difficult on yourself to find the kind of man that your heart longs for by living this kind of lifestyle where you're posting these images of yourself. Because I know a lot of traditional Christian dudes, a lot of them, across the board, they want modesty in women, and they would not classify that Instagram page as modest.
Sure, that's fine. I'm not really looking for a husband, though. I was just stating that it is hard. To be fair.
Part of the reason why it's hard is because I think you're making it harder on yourself with the job that you work and also with your Instagram presence.
Okay, sure, that's valid.
And isn't it using sexualization to get money?
No, I'm not doing anything sexual at all.
You literally are in a bikini with your ass out getting tips. I know how it works.
She wants to smoke.
Well, I just
yeah, like, okay, are you not?
You get tips just like
can you
strippers
not
get
be
tips.
a bikini, be in a bikini and be
No,
a
I'm
Christian?
not-
What the fuck?
no,
Azure. It's Azure, right?
But this
I
is
give
a
you.
question.
It is.
I
Look,
give
it
you
is
credit.
not modesty.
You
It's
want the
not
Well, it
smoke from
depends on your
everybody.
definition of
Well,
modesty.
okay, so my definition.
In Europe, it's considered modest,
So
right? Like you go out onto a beach, you're naked. That's
Savannah,
fine.
Savannah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's
Savannah.
just
Hold on.
That's not when
Savannah,
you're getting tipped.
hold on. Savannah, you're
I'm
saying
getting tipped to make coffee.
ladies, please,
with your ass out.
Please
so don't
stop.
shame sex workers. That's all.
She
I'm
wants
saying.
Not
smoke.
sex work. Holy shit.
It's very.
It's not. I'm not touching anyone for money. You're lusting after me. I'm not doing shit. I'm making coffee.
You, Savannah, are eliciting lust from men by dressing
It's
this
their
way.
fault for
Well, that's
lusting.
the same thing.
No,
That's
that's like putting your breasts in a man's
Yeah, but that's
face and
the
being
same
like, "Why are
argument
you
as a
looking at
stripper.
them?"
No,
Why are-"
it's not.
Yes,
I
it
would
is.
never do
You're
that.
You literally do it
They
for a living.
come
You flaunt
through
your
my
body.
coffee stand.
Hang on,
Like,
let me ask
that's
this. Let
their-
me ask this. What's the distinction when you say they're lusting after me? Couldn't the stripper make the same argument?
Yeah, except for a stripper's touching and doing sexual
Okay, so-
acts.
so-
hang on.
It seems like
There's
you're
a
just like
big
trying to
difference.
find a way.
The stripper
to-
No,
never
there's a
touched
fine
him.
line between
Let's say the
using
stripper
your-
never touched him, ever, never touched any of the Johns. Just showed up and shook her ass. That's all she did.
Sure, I don't do that.
Yeah, but let's say that's all she did. Okay, she's not touching anybody now.
Sure.
She's using her sexualization to make money. Wouldn't, just like you are, right?
No.
What's the distinction then?
The difference is that you're dancing and you're shaking your ass and you're doing that to elicit a feeling to get money, right?
And what is the
right?
bikini for?
So the bikini,
Exactly.
no.
It seems like you're trying to like
Wait, hold
justify
just
the
38.
reason
One sec,
why.
one sec.
I am a Christian, but I think women should be head of household. I am all for women with stake in the game, but the sword penetrates the chalice, not the other way around. We see reality.
Real.
Yo, thank you, Bellman. Appreciate it.
What does that mean?
Look, this whole idea that like it's on men to control their lust. Yes, okay, I agree. Men have a responsibility to control their lust, but women also have a responsibility to not elicit that lust from men.
By what
and
I'm wearing.
By you
to
choosing.
be specific.
Yeah.
By
Savannah,
what I am wearing.
Savannah, come on. If there's two women and one is
So am I
wearing-
eliciting that when I
Please
go
let
to
me
the beach
speak.
with my
Please
bikini?
let me
Okay,
speak.
I apologize.
If there's two, thank you. If there's two women and one of them is wearing a modest dress and the other woman is wearing a bikini that shows off her breasts and her butt, obviously men are going to lust. They're more likely to lust after the woman that's in a bikini with all of her curves showing. She is making a choice to wear something that shows off her body. She is going to elicit lust. Do you concede that?
I agree, but that is also not my responsibility
Okay,
to be responsible
let me
for
ask
your
you a
lust
different
for
way.
That's
spots.
fine. It's you can say it's not your responsibility, but just don't call yourself traditional or modest.
Well, let me
I
ask this a
am.
different
You're
way.
not.
That's fair.
Inside
By
we can,
definition.
we can, we
Inside
can
of your
agree to disagree with
capacity as a bikini barista, can you name a single virtue of being a bikini barista? What is a single virtue? What about it is in any way virtuous?
I'm not going to answer that. Like, I don't know what you're trying to get out of that question.
Okay, so if a guy,
It's not a
if
job that I enjoy doing.
Yeah,
It's not
if a
like it's
guy
my
is in-
dream job. I have two
Do you
college
aspire?
degrees.
Do you
I'm
aspire to
working
be
on
the?
it.
Do you aspire to be the Proverbs 31 wife?
I don't know.
Well, you agree that
I may not get
Christianity,
married.
just
I
to
don't
follow
know.
up on this, you agree that Christians need to be virtuous, right?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
What are the virtues of being a bikini barista?
I never said that there was virtues
Yeah,
of being a bikini
but when
barista.
when you're asked specifically to say, hey, listen, it's not my problem that these guys over here they all want to put their hands all over me. They can't, but they want to, and that's why I make extra money.
I mean, that
but
happens when
stripper
I
over
have
there,
clothes on,
they're doing
too.
something wrong. That's insane.
No, that's fine. But even
That's
when
a
I have clothes
hypocrisy,
on,
and
men
there's
are
no
the same
virtue.
thing.
There's
That's
no
fine.
virtue.
Yeah.
We can agree to disagree on that. But men want to do the same
There's
thing
no
when
di-
I have clothes on too. I could be wearing a potato sack, and men would still want to do that.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Because men have sex drives. But if you're wearing a bikini, it is
But that
going.
is
It is
your
going to
responsibility.
stimulate a man's sex drive.
Then that's
Anything
just
could
like
stimulate
Savannah,
a man's sex
Savannah,
drive.
Savannah,
Should I wear a hijab
Savannah.
then?
No, you don't have to wear
Like-
a hijab.
I prefer a burqa, to
You don't-
be honest.
You don't
Burqa,
have to,
okay.
but Savannah, just like it's a man's job, it's a man's
Get the rocks.
responsibility to control
Abdul,
his lust. It's
get the
also
rocks. Get the
a
rocks.
woman's responsibility, if she calls herself a traditional modest
Modesty
Christian,
Kima
to not
donated
inspire lust.
$200. Abortion is a necessary evil, should be strictly regulated. God-given rights made up. Andrew W. Brixham, PLS. Stop showing these girls half-naked pics. I don't have Insta for reason. Only 304s.
Okay,
Chase
all right.
W.
Thank you.
Question: if you start dating a guy, your boyfriend or your husband, if he requested you take down those photos, would you oblige him?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Do you think it might improve if you were interested in dating, do you think it might improve your dating prospects in the traditional Christian male pool to remove those photos?
Yeah, it probably would. But the thing is that I'm not dating right now. I'm not interested in dating right now.
Oh, okay.
What
I'm just living
What
my
I'm
life,
curious
having
about
fun.
still, if you just don't mind one last follow-up.
And then I'm going to bring Selena
My
finally in.
my
to-
big curiosity here still is I'm caught up on this idea that you have no responsibility. I
It's
have no
crazy.
responsibility. It's their responsibility
I mean,
for the
Muslims
because
would say
hang on,
like
hang on.
Let him
Let
finish
me
his
finish.
point. No interrupting.
National
wait,
donated $200. Azir's only W all night. She's right, you are basically a stripper just like in states that don't allow female strippers to strip nude.
Yeah.
No difference, you just want to feel different from the of girls.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, well, in this case, this super chatter hits the nail on the head. And what the super chatter is saying is the same thing I'm going to tell you or ask you, which is why couldn't anybody engage in sex work?
Grid One
sorry,
Motorsports
sorry.
donated $200.
Yeah, thank you, Grid One. Appreciate it, man.
Brian, I leave you alone for a few minutes and wow. To Savannah,
wild.
would you make the same tips if you were in a modest dress?
Right. Well, this gets to the heart of it real quick. So, all of the women who are involved in any kind of sex work, you realize can use the same exact argument you just did, which is to say
No.
the responsibility is 100% on the John. If he wasn't coming to have sex with us, then I wouldn't even be a prostitute, would I?
No,
if the
'cause you're
John wasn't coming in to watch me strip,
You're
I wouldn't even be able to
consenting
strip,
that
would I?
action. You're doing a
shifting-
sexual
hang on, let me-
action.
just
So
let
are
me
you.
finish the
No,
point.
I'm not.
Yes,
What am I
you
doing
are.
that's
You're
sexual?
making coffee in a bikini.
That's not
inherently
sexual.
sexual.
And you
Yes,
get
it
tips.
is.
No, it's
You
not.
get-
Why
you
does
get
it- why-
paper
I'm not
dollar
dancing
tips
on
like
someone. I'm
every
not
other
touching
stripper.
somebody. I'm not doing
why
anything.
would a woman walk into her bedroom on her wedding night in lingerie for her husband?
Lingerie
Because that
and bikinis are
lingerie
very
is inherently
different.
sexual. They're very different in the sense that there's lace on it and it's different
No,
materials, but
no.
you're showing off
I'm
the curves
covered.
of your body
No.
to
Yeah.
stimulate your
So-
man's
so you
sex
want-
drive.
Might as well just go to the beach and
So
lingerie.
you want
then,
them to
right?
believe?
The
You
men who are
honestly-
buying coffee
hang on,
are
hang
tipping
on, I
you
just
in
want- just
dollars
this
like
last thing, because this will make your point too.
Or no.
They're coming
Just
to
like-
get
You
coffee
honest-
because you're in a bikini.
Yeah, you
they could go to a
honest-
better coffee shop.
Then that's their issue.
Well,
but
could
I'm
you
making
honestly
coffee.
say that
But
Like,
you
you're-
know
that's my-
exactly why you
Yeah.
work that job to make more money
It's
in
the
tips.
same reason
Yeah,
you're
I can
posting
make more
bikini
money.
photos on your Instagram to solicit
Yeah,
sexual
can you honestly
attention.
say that
No.
your employer was like, I want you to wear a bikini because it's really hot in here.
I don't give a shit what my employer
Is that
thinks.
what your employer was like? I want you to wear a
I
bikini
don't
because
give a
it
shit.
gets up to like 90 and I want you to be cool while you're working. Why do you think your employer wants you to wear a bikini while
That's
you're serving
their
coffee?
responsibility. If they come through because
Yeah,
they
but
want
why do you
coffee
think
or
he
they
does?
want to look at my ass,
Yeah, but
that's
why do you
their
think he does?
responsibility.
If you want a husband one day and you're a Christian, work at Starbucks.
Nah, I'm good. They support abortion.
Okay.
Wait.
We'll find another hometown coffee
And you
shop.
support sex work, so.
No, I don't. That's literally not sex work.
Yeah, it's literally sex work.
literally not sex work.
Abortion.
It's literally
It's
sex
It's
work.
still
not
soliciting your body
It's not
just like a
debatable.
sex
It's not
worker.
sex work.
And you
It's
get,
not sex. I'm not doing anything sexual whatsoever.
and then they hand you
Except the
cash
sex
tips
work.
after the, you.
It's literally not sex work.
Nick, what's going on?
I think she's dipping, bro.
Wait, no, are you leaving?